Martin Luther King and shit pushed things, it's a very controversial thing. That's when it started having a lot of problems. Guys like Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey.
Well, they were going on before Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King was the white man's. The Martin Luther King.
He had Jewish guys controlling him, by the way.
He was the solution to all of our rebellion, because all of these black leaders started rising up over the things that were being done to us. So guess what? They went and got Martin Luther King to pacify everybody. Then we integrated.
NAACP too.
Yep. We integrated and we lost everything we had. When we should have never integrated with you. We should have kept you at an arm's length. And guess what? Continue to build our
black communities were thriving. I had a black guest, the first person that told this to me, and it was like kind of shocking to me to hear this. I went and I researched a little bit, and I'm like, wow, they had like thriving communities.
Yeah.
And then it went downhill after integration. That's so crazy. People would say I'm racist for saying that, but it's true.
The truth is the truth. The Ninth Ward in New Orleans, poor black people came together and was rising that community. They bust the levees before the Katrina came.
Really?
Katrina came and they flooded it, and then when black people tried to run out of there, they murdered thousands of them. You don't hear about it.
Yeah.
Obama slipped up and said it one time. He was like, I went down and looked at Katrina. It was almost 10,000 deaths. They went and got on his case, and he had to go like fix that thing all up.
Yeah.
Because of course nobody talks about all the people that died down there. I'm not saying this to say, black people should complain.
Yeah.
You understand? What you did to us is a crime against humanity. And now that that's done, the Lord will take care of that. Mm-hmm. But what we're jammed up with focusing on is how do we go forward with you oppressing us? Here, Donald Trump doesn't even want us to talk about black history no more. Mm-hmm. Now,
the black history they do talk about, though, they don't talk about like Marcus Garvey. I never heard of him till recently. They hardly talk about Malcolm X.
Sure.
They talk about these weak ass leaders, NAACP, when they'll give you an Al Sharpton. It's like the black history they teach is a fucking joke.
If you wanted black people to behave and not rebel against you for everything you did, you would also teach them a black history that was nice and mild. Because if you taught them the real deal, like any human being, they would want to be, equaled to what has been done. You understand? So that's why you teach a different kind of history. Mm-hmm. And look what it does.
Pacified, like,
there you go.
Oh, ask the white man for this. It's such a...
There you go.
Like Marcus Garvey's I didn't know much about him. He's all for himself. He got deported by Jews.
That's right. And think about this,
Jewish white men, you keep saying, keep being the same ones.
Well, just another arm of your family. Just one part of your white family, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong.
That's our fucked up. That's our fucked up cousin. Yeah.
They the black sheep of the white family. You know, man. Ain't nothing wrong with being upset with them.
He was such a massive figure, and I was never taught about him in school.
There you go. Man. So many black figures that struggled so hard to try and fix our situation. But the problem always occurs when it becomes an issue of whether we should join you. Because that's in our mind, that's always our way to get where we believe we should be.
And they kill and deport the guys that disagree.
There you go.
They deported Marcus Garvey. They killed Malcolm.
Sure. Marcus Garvey had ships. Marcus Garvey sold stocks and bonds to his companies. That's how big he became. Marcus Garvey was taking people back and forth to Africa. And of course, he became the racist J. Edgar Hoover's, number one priority. J. Edgar Hoover, a lot of people don't know, J. Edgar Hoover got on the path to become the FBI director because as a beat cop, he infiltrated and spied on and cultivated snitches against Marcus Garvey. Then when they deported Marcus Garvey, J. Edgar Hoover's career got launched. And it's that way.
That pisses me off. Yeah. As a white man, that pisses me off.
Yeah, there's tons of that. But once again, we'll be told, you black people, y'all don't do nothing. Y'all lazy. You sitting around. Meanwhile, you're poisoning our food. You understand? Our makeup is different. You're putting all kind of endocrine disruptors in there where our people getting big as a balloon. Mm-hmm. You understand? The racism and oppression on us. The minimum wage hasn't been raised in 15 years. We still work
like $7 something an hour. That's
you know what I mean? Meanwhile,
you can't live off that.
Meanwhile, McDonald's boasts 1 billion hamburgers, every so often. You know, when you go in, all you got to do is go and pull up the stats of these corporations, and they making tons of money. Why are they still paying that amount? Because you've been allowed to abuse black people. White people mad now. They work in Walmart. They tried to organize. All the white folks tried to organize in Walmart. Why? Because they weren't getting proper wages. Why did Walmart believe that they could not give proper wages? Because they've been doing it to blacks. Same with Amazon. Why did they raise hell with Amazon? Because they were, paying them what we call slave wages.
And they're making billions in profits.
There you go. But they can do that. When you've been doing it to blacks for years, you can do that.
Yeah, this is an issue that affects whites too, though. Maybe more blacks, but this is an issue that affects all Americans. This is something when the lead's trying to fuck us all.
Now it does, Jake.
I think there are times when we need to, like, hey, certain issues to work together to be like, we need to get our fucking wages driven up.
No, Jake, we willing to pull our bootstraps up. We don't need a white man for nothing.
No, I agree.
All we got to do is be paid properly by a white man for what he wants. You understand? And it to be looked at as what he wants. Like, we keep Walmart open. We keep Target open. We keep McDonald's running. We do those things. Pay us. Pay us like you should. Don't rob us and,
$7.50 an hour
and fill Wall Street's pockets. Why do that to us? Why do we got to suffer that?
Here's something I'll give an argument on your side. Don't they do that in prisons where they pay people like nothing?
Absolutely. And why do you think there's so much incarceration going on right now?
Because they want to fucking...
The great leader, the great Mango Man himself is, got a lot of buddies that own prisons. And they need to make some money off them beds.
I'm going to look up and see who owns those prisons. I bet it's going to be a lot of Bergs and Steins. And
it's going to be a whole lot of real gangsters, the real gangsters of today's society,
Let's switch up real quick and talk about your organization.
Sure.
Don't know a lot about it. I know you guys get a lot of hate.
Yep.
And there's several offshoots, right, of the Black Israelites.
Not offshoots, just fakes trying to copycat us.
So you're the real...
We are the original Israelite school of UPK.